All right, let's start streaming.
Ooh.
Now we up. We are streaming. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are good.
All right.
Why, hello everybody. We are here. We are live, and we are going to be showing some brand new stuff. We had a little bit of technical difficulties the other night. It was a good live stream. Sadly, we didn't get all of it.
Yeah.
However, we have some new, fresh stuff coming up. We have the zombie book, Resurrection. And right now, I'm sitting in front of my tablet, my Cintiq, and we are now going to work on the next 4 pages of the book. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, fill us in once again on the inspiration of our main character that's going to be so fucked tonight.
Right. So, Dakota, or D, as will be affectionately known in the book, it was based off of a real person named Dakota, or D, in real life. Very, close friend of mine who passed away tragically in a bike accident. Motorcycle, not, like cyclist, 5 years ago. So, this is something that him and I kind of have been brainchild. Well, we always had this kind of silly idea that we were going to make a zombie book, and the whole kicker would be that they have giant boners. Now, that was a high idea when we were like 13.
Yep.
Now, with enough time for it to develop into its own thing, it's now become taken on almost a whole entire world of its own, and is becoming what as you have it today. So the inspiration for the thought's been there for a long time. The inspiration, I guess the catalyst to make it a reality was probably that moment.
Yep.
And so you have a character who's very real because he's based off of a very real person. Specifically, he's very smart, and he's he's smart, he's funny, he's down to earth, but he also he makes dumb decisions, like we all do.
Yes.
And that will kind of transpire into the shenanigans that happens in this book, to say the least. And hopefully it'll be very relatable for everybody.
Yes. So right now our boy is escaping prison. And what I'm going to be doing, as you see on this side over here, it is perfectly symmetrical. That's how I lay out the pages to see how everything works out together. So as of right now, the story is he runs from the prison and he comes out into a big room that's filled with zombies, right? Now, we're not going to give away what happens, things like that. There was slight spoilers, but hey, you guys, we love you. So, now, the way that I do this is we divide up the comic page by what we want to show the most. Now, this is going to be a big, impactful scene. So, we're going to have a larger thing right here. I'm thinking that I could take up most of the page. Actually, I might make it so it takes up like almost all the page. Maybe like this. And then we're going to have a couple of panels where he enters this room and he's going to see a whole bunch of people. And then we're going to have a couple panels off to the side, which is going to be something else. So maybe we'll have it like this.
Yeah. But what are the challenges in making like big set pieces versus like small little panels, I guess?
Just basically the details, what you want to see. I mean, it's fun because you don't want to overpack everything. Like, it's really easy to get caught up in details.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get trapped in details, it's like trying to see the trees through the forest.
Sure.
So, or forest through the trees. So it's
right. I
you get caught up, and it could really get to you a lot.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically the key. That's what I like to do. So I was shown, like, let me see, like this is the main thing right here. So I envision he comes into the room, and we just box it out here.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to have it tilted a little bit, kind of like he's disorientated. And we're going to have some zombies. I already had the zombie in the previous thing that we did last night that we had a botched stream. So he'll be here, the zombie, and he's over a dead victim who's going to be coming back anyway, obviously. Now, it's going to be a desk over here, right? This is just roughing it out. This is absolutely far from any type of detail. We're just getting the main structure, breaking up the page, and we're going to have this zombie right here. I'm actually probably going into more detail than what I should, but it's just basic shapes. And we're going to have another zombie over here. Maybe we'll have a zombie over here that's kind of getting up. Maybe we'll have somebody laid out over here that's dead. Maybe we'll have some, like, let's say the zombies went nuts. We'll have some like guts or something like that hanging out over here. Maybe dropping from the ceiling. You know, really, maybe draw a fan up here. You know. So it's, you know, depending on how gory we want to make it. You know, it's all about just coming up with these cool concepts, trying to get as much information as you can without making it look like it's overboard, crazy, batshit, you know, that type of stuff. You can't do that. So right here, I have a good solid foundation. When I get into more detail stuff, I can just go over here and fix it up. Like right here, the proportions are kind of good. I'm just checking out on this side right now, on the right side. And I just take over the page like that. And I just tackle it up here. I know that this is going to be like a filler. Or not a filler, but a key moment. So the character D is now, like this is, I'll do this. Like this is a panel right here. And then there's a big panel like this. I like to leave blank space sometimes, like around here, so that it's like if there's any words or anything like that, or if I just want to create space in the moment, it's like it's just framing it more. Or I might just extend the whole thing, depending on if I want to show any more information. They'll still have the space up here. They'll still have D's face, and then we'll have a couple panels down here. I might adjust the size of those panels because we want a certain amount of information in there. And so that's basically how I lay out the pages of the book, and any book that I do, really. And since then, you know, I'll just this is kind of like, that's basically the hard work.
Yeah.
And then just coming up with what I want to show.
Right.
Well, let's take a sip of my juice.
Yeah.
My juice. Oh, shush. So it's a nice juice.
Happy juice.
It's a happy juice. So like over here, like I want to set it in the distance, you know, so I get some volume in the room, you know.
Yeah.
And then have something, maybe like a door in the back. This is where you just set the scene. So it's like little minor framing, composition. You don't want it too crowded. Maybe I'll have like a thing over here, like a what is it? A captain's room or a captain's desk or something like that. Then it has like the shades all busted because, you know, he's clearly been pissed off at somebody.
Yeah, he's ticked.
Yeah, he's ticked.
He's real ticked.
And it'd be like, Axel Foley! Did you see those movies?
I've
Please
not.
don't.
Oh,
Yeah. Beverly Hills Cop. It's like, Axel, get your ass in here! And he's like, all yelling and shit. It's funny.
Maybe
it's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. I might have seen it and not know. There's a lot of movies from like when I was really young probably for that. So I'm sure I saw it and like don't know the name of it. It happens a lot actually. Because I'm just, you know, young, so weirdly saw movies my parents watch and just like the plots are in my head, but I could not tell you.
That's how I got into. That's how everybody gets into everything. That's how I got into Star Wars.
Star Wars is the thing.
Star Wars is just.
The original trilogy is really good anyway.
The original trilogy is I actually got into this talk with Zachy, my son, yesterday. He's 10. And, I raised him on Star Wars, basically. Like, Darth Vader showed up to his fourth birthday party, and really, I'm not, in case, I guess he won't watch this. It was like somebody dressed up in costume. I won't say who. So this day he pretends like he knows that it wasn't me. But yeah, I had his first steps was walking towards C-3PO and R2-D2 in the dunes of Tatooine on TV, and I was like, oh my god. His mother would say that it was like walking towards his Nana or something like that. I'm like, nope, nope. It is definitely towards Star Wars. So it was like that, and he grew up loving the dark side, so he's all about the Empire. And so I got into that conversation about why the original trilogy is so good, and ended up being I ended up describing the hero's journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I explained how Luke was innocent. He was, totally stuck in this one area like of his life, this one thing he knew, and he was comfortable in that spot with very small issues, like going to the Tashi station to pick up power converters. Like, that's nothing. That's like a whiny little bitch 19-year-old. But what happened was, like, suddenly these droids are introduced, which is no big deal, but they end up getting abducted. They get abducted, and then he meets a space wizard, basically, that introduce, and his family gets killed, and then much like a hero, like I think even like the Odyssey, I mean, things like, it's been around since forever, as long as somebody was writing a story like about a hero. They get taken from what they know, they have a mentor, and then they're introduced to this world that's absolutely blown out of proportion, and they get overwhelmed, and then they go on this journey where they have to sacrifice themselves. They have to go through all these things, and I described it from Tatooine all the way up to Return of the Jedi, and my son was just totally like loving it.
Yeah, enamored in it.
Oh yeah, so it's a classic story. So when people say like Star Wars isn't that great, it's like, well, it's kind of epic. It lasted like, yeah, Star Trek lasted like decades, but I think Star Wars, like, do you watch Star Trek Discovery?
I'm kind of a bad nerd, and I pick and choose what I watch.
No. There's a giant YouTube channel that started because that show sucks so much, and Victor Von Doom, Doomcock, yeah, he knows everything now with what is it, like anything that has to do with Hollywood. But he started it because he hated Star Trek Discovery so much that he had to go on YouTube. I mean, that shit's funny. Okay, so Star Trek Discovery killed Star Trek, right? And I guess you could say that Star Wars was killed by the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
However, thanks to the Mandalorian and with Ahsoka showing up, she's going to be dealing directly. Now I'm getting into a whole thing. She's dealing directly with the Veil of the Force, right?
Yeah.
So the Veil is basically a dimension that goes through all space and time, and you can travel through time. So let's say like a couple of creators and directors say, yeah, Kathleen Kennedy sucks balls, and we want to get rid of the sequel trilogy. Let's have somebody go back in time and erase everything.
Kill Ray.
That's exactly. That's why Luke came in and destroyed everybody in the last scene of The Mandalorian season 2, is because they basically kind of threw out a hint, and it's been backed up, that they're going to get rid of the sequel trilogy. They wanted to show the badass Luke grabbing Grogu and then introducing Ahsoka.
I mean, I've seen it. I don't have enough EU knowledge to corroborate or like really, paddle that conversation back and forth. Yeah, but it sounds better. Anything sounds better than what we've gotten in the last 7 years it's been.
Yeah, I know. The only good thing.
It's funny because it makes the prequels look pretty good in comparison, which is always questionable. It's like when Fantastic Four movies came out, and then Fan Four Stick or whatever, the fucking
Fan Foreskin. Yeah, I mean, it's like
that one came out, Yeah, it really just schmegma. It was terrible.
It was bad.
Yeah, the annoying thing about it is it made the Silver Surfer movie look halfway decent, which is really kind of a feat in like the worst way possible. But,
yeah. Yep.
Although I will say, I'm not going to defend Silver Surfer, but the original cast of the Fantastic Four movie, I actually think is pretty good.
Yeah, it was just wrong direction.
Yeah, it's the wrong direction.
The best. I tell people all the time, like, the best Fantastic Four movie out there is The Incredibles.
It is The Incredibles. 1 and 2, ironically.
Those are the best. Ones that you can find.
I mean, the formula to make a Fantastic Four movie is fairly simple, and you just kind of follow. Like at this point, you just literally follow the Incredibles playbook, and you just make that.
Exactly.
It's really not that hard. It's a family dynamic at the end of the day, and not that trope has been done legitimately too many times to even count in the history of time. So. It shouldn't be a big surprise. You're not reinventing the wheel here.
Well, we'll see.
I guess we will see. In that regard, talking about upcoming movies and whatnot.
Oh, the upcoming.
We have Spider-Man coming out soon.
Oh, yes, my goodness. You see, we just reviewed like the trailers and stuff like that, and a couple of things. Seeing them all in a row kind of made me question a few things, actually. Like, there's a scene where Electro is standing behind Peter Parker, like Spider-Man, our Spider-Man, I guess, not Tobey Maguire. I'm from the age of Tobey Maguire, but Tom Holland. And they're facing, like, he ignites, or he has, like, that mystical thing that, like, wrapped around his wrist. I want to say mystical bracelet, but I don't think it goes to that.
Yeah.
That basic, but
Doctor Strange magic stuff.
Yeah, Doctor Strange stuff. So, and then Electro also says, like, I'm not going to let you take this from me. So it seems like Electro at one point
doesn't want to lose his virginity.
Yeah. He doesn't want to disappear. And then Peter is like, oh well, isn't there another way? Because all these people are supposed to die facing Spider-Man. So, what does that mean? Like, there's 3 Spider-Men that's going to be showing up. Spoilers. There is, in one of the trailers, you see all 3 of them. And It's like, so there's 3 different Peter Parkers, 3 different personalities. I'm sure they all have the core belief, like a great responsibility, all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, they went through all their own crap. Like, I would, like, that final scene where Mary Jane's falling and then Tom Holland goes flying down to get her, I would not doubt that it's actually going to be Andrew Garfield doing that, trying to catch her.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like a play on the whole thing, right?
Yeah,
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an obvious move to make.
Yeah, kind of be like his, or maybe they'll just recall it and maybe because... Ooh, how about this? Because Peter Parker saved the people, saved all the villains, the universe asked for something in return, and it would take Mary Jane. How about that?
You think that would happen?
Like,
I don't know if they would kill off Zendaya, though.
Well, the what if story, right? They say that it's a... you saw What If, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's that point in time that's like, you can't change it, period.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So maybe it's like there has to be some sort of death in Spider-Man's life.
Maybe they'll kill off Ned.
Ned.
No, probably not. He's kind of like a useless character, so usually those characters are safe, ironically.
Yeah.
Because they don't do anything besides kind of provide relief.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know. It could be interesting. I honestly am probably most excited just to see William Dafoe and the Molina, right? Is that her name? Alfred Molina, the actor that plays Doctor Octopus. I might be
Doc
screwing
Ock,
that up, but
Alfred and
I thought it was Molina. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Either way, he's great, and William Dafoe is great. Seeing Electro is cool and all. I guess I don't really care, but at least he looks better than what he did in the movie.
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man, which is, a step up. But they got the lizard and shit too, and even the Sandman. I mean, that's exciting. I wonder if like spoilers here. I'm curious if they're going to do a Venom thing, especially with the end of the second Venom, which I did not like. But the ending of it still had him show up in like the MCU.
Yep.
So I wonder.
You see, I think maybe.
I feel like it's really hard for them to like teleport him into the MCU and then not throw him in the upcoming movie. That's all about like the multiverse, exploding on itself.
I want to say, they'd be foolish not to play off of that. But the thing is,
or is it gonna be a thing where he like shows up at the end, and it's like,
I really hope not. I hope that actually that would be really cool. Like if Venom just showed up, and it turned because Venom seemed to know Tom Holland. Like he said, "Oh, that Spider-Man." They licked the TV screen like a creeper. But then,
really eat all the Sinister Six villains.
Yeah, I think what he'll do is probably
like in the wind.
Tobey Maguire was the only Spider-Man that ever met a Venom, met a symbiote. So he would probably see Venom and freak the hell out.
I guess that's true.
So
I never really thought about it like that. Yeah,
I would love to see Tobey meet up with Venom again, an actual Venom, not like the I'm going to screech for 15 fucking minutes.
I want emo Tobey. I want him to come out of the portal doing his dance moves.
You doing the hip thrust?
Yeah. That
Can't you dig this?
That would be incredible. Talking about that movie would shoot up to the top of my lists of greats pretty damn quick. If you got a throwback to that old scene.
Yep. Yeah, I would absolutely love that. See, that's also what I loved about Into the Spider-Verse is that they made fun of that hard.
Imagine, they did. That whole Doctor Strange scene they were talking about where he's like, can't stop them, something like that. There's like the purple clouds or whatever, and you just like ever so softly, and it gets louder as they approach. You just hear that jazz song that's playing. It just gets louder and louder and louder until he gets out of the portal.
Yeah.
Just jazz music blaring, and they're like, "Where's the music coming from?" It doesn't even matter. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah.
The multiverse has exploded. There could be trumpets from the sky.
Oh man, that would be hilarious.
Be the best thing that's ever happened to cinema.
I would love it if Toby actually mentioned that. Be like, yeah, it wasn't a good time. Or if he just passed it, like in passing, one like, yeah, don't do that. It ends up badly or something like that. And there's you hear like the music in the background, or he has like a flashback, and it's like, yeah, we know what you're talking about.
Good old Toby.
It's good old Toby. The Tobes.
Yeah, I'm excited to see him because I don't know. I assume we're gonna see him anyway. I mean, that would seem to be the layup obvious choice here with this movie. Mm-hmm. Or what I hope they don't do is this they're all there, but they don't take their masks off. They just hide behind the masks the whole time. That would really be kind of fucking lame.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I hope so. Not. But I could see them doing something stupid like that.
Yeah, and I really don't think that they'd do something that dumb. I mean...
Well, let's hope.
No, I don't think so.
Because
then it would... The payoff would be too great just to see them all with their masks off. It would just be too great.
I mean, I agree with you, but...
But I found out that this news is not news. Because I guess a few weeks ago... The biggest evidence that there was a picture of the three of them, the biggest evidence was Tobey Maguire's dick. That was funny.
I am not understanding.
Okay.
I must have not heard this news because...
What happened was there was a photo leaked, right? That showed like... No. Not Chris Evans. Not that type of deal. But like...
all right.
Oh God, that's fucked up. But
I didn't know Chris Evans has a dick pic that week. That's news to me too.
Oh, dude, that was obviously you're like.
I guess it shows. I don't know.
Yeah, you've been.
I'm on the internet, I guess, but I'm not on the internet enough.
Yeah, I check out like all these like rumor mills,
dick
and stuff.
pic.
Yeah,
like, where's whose dick is that?
I was looking. Yeah, no, that looks like Caps.
It's like Mr. Skin or whatever. Like a nude pairing website, whatever.
Oh my God,
Christ!
But yeah, what happened was some guy actually got a hold of a photo and put it up on Twitter or something like that, some social media, and then Sony had him take it down. But the screen capture was already out there, so there's a picture of all the Spider-Men, and people are trying to say like, "Oh, well, that's fake. That's this. That's that." And then one eagle-eyed YouTuber said, "No, I actually think that this is real because look at the shading on the faces." And he's like, "I can't believe I'm going to say this. I never thought I'd say this in all my years of YouTube, but look at Tobey Maguire's dick." I was like, oh my God.
Can you fucking imagine if that was like that was the clue that gave like the clue that screwed everything up is the crotch outline. The gray sweatpants don't lie, and they didn't lie in the Spider-Man trailer. And that's how we know that's a Toby dick. That's no fucking Andrew Garfield, not no Tom Holland. That is Toby dick right there. Can you? I just can't even imagine a world where that's like
Abraham and Toby dick.
Jesus Christ! I actually hope that. I hope that is the fucking case because holy hell.
No, but on the final trailer, they showed all three of them. So the guy was right.
All three dongs. So you could tell, like when you get arrested and they line you up against the wall. That's the one. That's it. That's the guy. Wow. Holy shit.
Oh man. Oh, that's great.
Okay. Well. Okay, anyway, sorry. That's news to me. I'm sorry to...
See in your face. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot see his face, but his face was just classic. He's sitting right across from me. He's like, what the hell?
That's just good. That's good family content right there, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, it is good family content.
Toby's dick gave it away.
Toby's dick. I'm telling you, that's what it is. They always say Tom Holland's is the one that gives it away. Nope, it was Toby.
Oh, wow.
Toby killed it.
All right, so that's potentially how we know.
Yeah, well, also now maybe that dick pic, Toby dick pic was what killed it, and they're like, screw it, let's throw all three Spider-Men in there because obviously they're going to have a bunch of Photoshop experts coming in and they're going to check out.
It's like a team of NASA scientists trying to take the measurements from the screenshot.
Oh,
okay. All right.
No, I know this came as a shocker to me too, and I'm surprised that you've been offline for the most part for a while.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I weirdly enough, I spend 90% of my time in my job online, and I somehow just don't pay attention to the news.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I work. I work basically online, and I deal a lot with social media, especially with the YouTube and stuff. So I come across this a lot, and it's just so fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean you're definitely more on the right places to be in the know.
Somebody contact me.
I hear third party from things. I'm usually like really late to the story, to the whatever the party.
Yeah, I'm late to the party.
So flustered, but I can't even speak.
Yeah.
All right. So that being said,
no, but when. Yeah, I think some of the villains are just gonna honestly just fight for their lives, but I don't. I guess I could see why Doctor Strange would be like, they all gonna die. They're all a danger to the universe.
He's gonna kill him.
I think he's not going to be against killing them. And you know what might actually be interesting is, did you read the Morlorn?
I don't know.
He's like a totem vampire. In Spider-Man, it was a run where...
is this... Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, he's like an ancient person that's seeked out. Yeah. So, I wonder if they will actually have any type of element in that.
It's just Venom eating him.
Yeah, I would love to see Venom just eat a bunch of.
Venom eats Willem Dafoe.
Oh man.
I don't think that's gonna happen, honestly.
I would love that. I would just love to see that.
I mean, like, what is gonna? They're just gonna send them back to their universes. That's just how it's gonna end.
No, somebody's gonna die. I'm pretty
You
sure.
think so?
Somebody's gonna die. And like you said, it's
Probably
probably
Tobey Maguire. I think it'll be. I think they'll kill one of the Spider-Mans.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Why Toby?
He's like the original. He's like the old man Spider-Man at this point. That would be like what like Into the Spider-Verse did, sort of.
You know, I think if somebody was gonna go, it would probably be Andrew Garfield. I think.
Show your work.
All right. Basically, I mean, it's just a balance. Like,
Okay.
if he dove and basically killed his love,
Mm-hmm.
then he dives to save this Spider-Man's
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend, right? His love, Mary Jane. If he finds a way to save her correctly, like not just like yank her spine and break her neck, but like if he actually does it correctly, but the only way he could do it is by sacrificing himself, I think he'd do it. I think he'd save Mary Jane to have one Spider-Man have happiness when he went through that trauma of losing the one he loved. I think that could actually kick some ass. And then, right?
I in those terms I see it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess I'm not convinced, but I'm not convinced of anything right now. I guess anything's on the table.
Yeah.
I am very curious to see how like this whole like the whole Doctor Strange thing is going to play out with it. Like how much involvement is he going to have in this movie as far as like fighting the villains? I feel like it's weird because he's going to be there doing spells, and then all these people are going to come out, and he's just going to be like, "All right, you figure it out."
Well, you see, I think the thing is that now I'm just going to start griping about this shit, because if he's so dead set on like, no, it is like against. Actually, no, because then it cancels out, because that's part of that 14 million blah 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 versions of victory they saw against Thanos. Do you think that he would see? Actually, no, maybe not. Do you think he could see kind of like the variables with what's going to happen there?
I don't think you look that far ahead.
Well, the thing is that even Kang. I mean, you saw Loki, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Even Kang was like, I can't see what's coming next, and he planned out the whole fucking thing. So if Kang can't see it, then maybe
I guess if he's trying to like piece things together and he's busy trying to like whatever play puzzle pieces with like the multiverse, whatever, I guess that's fine. I just gonna have a hard time if they make him like it's like a buddy cop movie almost with like fucking Doctor Strange and the Spider-Man. It's gonna be very hard to believe that any of the Spider-Man characters could really do anything to Doctor Strange at all. That's what I'm gonna have like issue with, and then like, all right, come on, like Dr. Octopus, none of these characters are going to be able to touch him realistically.
Yeah,
like that's what would be more hard to believe for me. So it's just like,
well, I mean, he's
be like Cap fighting Doctor Strange. It's like eye-rollingly obvious, like how out of someone's league someone else is. Like,
yeah, especially seeing how he obviously got a lot more powerful.
So yeah,
they kind of nerfed him a little bit in my mind.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They definitely did. Well, I mean, that's the problem with Marvel power scaling in the MCU in general, is you have, Cap. I mean, granted, they didn't really fight hard, but Cap deflecting Thor's shield in the first Avengers, right? Which makes it feel like they're almost like on par with each other.
Yeah. And
then he. Well, granted with Winter Soldier, so kind of beats up Iron Man, and then takes it to like Thanos, but like, has a pretty rough fight with Bucky and Winter Soldier. So it's like, okay, but then you have like, all right, Doctor Strange if you watch that fight with like the original one in Infinity War, where he's throwing out all the magic stops on Thanos, you almost might feel like it's pretty even. Like he kind of did everything he needed to. Like he held him down. He had the fucking Crimson Banzo Sidorak or whatever the hell they call it. He pulled out the stops. Thanos threw shit at him. He turned it into birds or butterfly. Right. The point is like he was pretty much, they're countering each other fairly evenly. It didn't really seem like he was outmatched. But then so like how would he, to have then a ground level character kind of take it to him would be like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of would argue that a little bit. Like, it seems like, I mean, unless he really, I mean, he did actually check out the variable. Like, maybe he just said, well, I'm going to put up a fight to see if I'm resisting, but really this isn't one of the scenarios where we win. No, yeah.
I guess you're getting into like plot hole territory and like plot induced stupidity, but
that's the thing. It's like if he's gonna be so strong, right? He's the Sorcerer Supreme. He's supposed to be like fucking amazing, right? And so they did nerf him, but if he, like you said,
put it this way: if Wanda is so fucking powerful and he is supposed to be the Sorcerer Supreme, he should technically, if we're going by the titles anyway, be above her.
No, they did say in what is it, WandaVision, that she's stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Okay, well we're going against like comics here, but like
yeah. Well, I mean going against the comics and we're comparing. So comparatively, they did nerf.
Well, where do you want to cut it? Doctor Strange is nerfed.
Yeah, huge. But would he actually have given up the he knew that if he fought him like straight up flat out, he wasn't going to get it. Period. Because that's
I guess my point is it was a fairly even bout for when it lasted. He easily if he could do that just one-on-one, there's no reason why the lot of them should have lost. Obviously they had the whole like Star-Lord nonsense happen where he like freaks out or whatever, which is silly, but it is what it is.
I mean, I guess you could say that it tracks with Quill's character, why he did that.
I understand that, but it's just like
bullshit.
It's just like,
but to go above and beyond, I think what they could have done was done a little portal right next to Thanos' arm, right
just
above
chop
the
that
and
shit
chop
right
it off.
Yeah.
I mean, game over flat.
Yeah, I mean that's the big elephant in the room as far as
that's a very big elephant. That's like
there's like no reason why that couldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Like,
but I really don't, I guess you could.
I mean, it's just plot holes and silly stuff like that. Like whatever. Like they could have gone for the head right there.
Yeah, they could have. But Thor wasn't there to actually handle it. Oh man!
Well, they could have done a portal thing. We could have just portaled his head off.
He was too busy, trying to.
Oh, I understand, but I'm saying, in theory.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Thor thing is a separate issue.
Yeah. Which I hope to God that they don't like Love and Thunder. Oh my God, I am so worried about Love and Thunder. So, cause
I am too, because I don't like Taika Waititi like everyone else does. But
the third one was good. I really like the third one.
See, I don't agree with you, but that's fine. Well, here's the thing: it's the best Thor movie, which isn't saying much.
Yeah, the third one I wasn't exactly like blown away by. It was cool, but it wasn't like it was kind of like a Lion King type feel. Like he's tossed out, he's banished, and he has to come back or whatever for some reason. But the second one, I forgot all about it. I know.
The Dark World.
Yeah, Dark World.
Nobody likes that one.
Nobody liked that. That one, I think they ran an all Marvel movie marathon, and then you could actually take a nap or go to the bathroom during that time. That was the only time you could actually do that. I remember that when Endgame came out, because it was just like all the movies. It was like 48 hours worth of movies that they were just doing.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
For sure. And in that, I mean, within all of those movies, there's a lot of just kind of average movies. I'll say it now, I'll probably upset some people, but I think there's only like a handful of them. There's probably, well, maybe a little more. I don't know how many MCU movies are there in total. Do we know exactly?
Buttload. Like at least 20. I don't know.
Let's say call it 20 for sake of ease. I'm sure we're gonna, someone out there is reading right now because we don't know exactly. But
yeah,
I'm gonna say a quarter of them are fantastic, and then maybe, I don't know if I would say another quarter. Some of them are just whatever, and then a lot of them are like decent. There's a lot of decent Marvel movies, but that they don't have like strong staying power. And what I mean by that is, how well do you remember them? Because I feel like really great movies you stick with you long term versus okay movies don't.
Yeah, I mean, there's
maybe you don't disagree. I use this trick on Jason.
It's not. I do agree that none of them after a while really blew anybody out of the water. Only because they figured that they're aiming for the end game. Literally,
right?
They aim for the end game, so they want everything to tie together. So it's not like
I think
they didn't want to fuck it up like Last Jedi and be like kill off the main person that they need.
Yeah, I mean it's more about the journey than the end, I guess. But like the best ones almost don't feel MCU-ified. Like, so I would say the best movie, in my opinion, the MCU has is probably The Winter Soldier, and it feels different.
Oh God, yeah.
I think, in my opinion, that's by far the best. I think you could argue Infinity War is also up there, and I would agree with that. I think Infinity War is also very good. The villain wins. It's actually one of the few ones where the villain is actually good.
Yeah.
Because Marvel has an issue with strong villain characters.
Yeah. It's
just something they struggle with. Like, up until Thanos, I mean, you could argue Loki, even though he's kind of turned into like an anti-hero, was a good villain. And there's potential for other good villains, but the problem is the MCU dumps on him, and this is what I mean. Like, you had Kurt Russell as Ego, could have been really cool, kind of turned it into a joke. You had Hela as, Kate Blanchett as Hela, could have been really cool, kind of just turned it into a joke. Like, threw these like talents away, and it's like, okay, well, what the hell? Even like Guardians of the Galaxy, I think it's a great movie from the MCU. I would actually put it up in the great category, but they still have a bad villain. Like, nobody cares about Ronan at all.
Well, unless you go to Captain Marvel, which obviously had such a huge impact because he's going to come back later to get the weapon. And then he meant her. So, it's like that. That is such a cornerstone in Marvel history, is that he's going to go back and get... Am I saying this with a straight face?
Yeah.
I am?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow. Acting classes.
No. I'm just being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Trust me. Jason, I'm not going to dwell on him too much because nobody else does. One of our friends is really into Captain Marvel, and it's funny because I've said, he thinks it's great, and I was like, Jason, what happened in Captain Marvel? And he cannot tell me truly the events. And I'm like, listen, man, if you can't tell me what what exactly happens in this excellent movie, then it's maybe it's really not that. It's okay to like it. It's okay for you to say it's even decent, because I don't think it's bad, but it's certainly not good. That's just where I'm at with it. I mean, I don't know. Some people say there's a whole, I don't know, what other popular MCU movies are there?
I wouldn't call her popular, but
I know. I'm just saying in general. I'm not referencing her.
But in honor of the movie, that's what I'm going to draw. I'm going to draw Captain Marvel.
Is that what you're going to do?
I'm going to draw Captain Marvel.
Like Shazam, I hope you mean.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. Okay,
the real Captain Marvel.
The Rock came out with a rap song. I'm totally behind everything. It's like Tech 9.
If you're behind, then I'm wicked behind.
Yeah, it's like Tech 9 and a couple other artists, and then The Rock drops it. It's not even a joke. That dude kills it. It's what the hell did this?
He makes a song.
He rapped hard. Like
really?
It was like he hung with Tech Nine. I mean, it was like, where the hell did this come from? Yeah. Get
out of town.
Yeah, The Rock is like,
he's rapping now.
That dude says, "I want to do it." He basically not only does it, but shows everybody else how it's done.
Yeah, I mean, you're not lying. I see the Face Off. It's called.
Yeah, Face Off, exactly.
I'll have to listen to it later.
Yeah,
I don't want to get flagged.
Because it's flagged.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, dude. Seriously. So.
We're kind of jumping universes here, but what do you think about that?
What
the Black Adam?
Black Adam, I didn't see enough of it. Right, I didn't.
There's really not a lot of details. I feel like.
Yeah.
I kind of think The Rock is good as Black Adam, but what I hope, same me being critical. The last thing I want to see is The Rock playing Black Adam. Like I want The Rock to play Black Adam. I don't want The Rock to play himself playing Black Adam.
Oh, September 11th. Watch the movie Untamed Heart. Shrek is good. Watch the movie Untamed Heart.
I'll have to add that to the docket, I guess.
Yeah.
Shrek is fire. Shrek is
amazing.
Probably the best children's movie ever made. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be bold.
That's a nice boulder. That's a good boulder.
That is good stuff. I do like me some Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek is absolutely amazing.
The first one, there's so many innuendos that watching it as an adult is a totally different experience as watching it as a child.
Yeah.
You can want to rewatch it and pick up on things and you're like, oh, okay. Like, now I remember why my parents were laughing. Like,
yeah. Yep, totally. Totally. I mean, some of that is just every time I see it, it's far.
Thing. Good stuff.
Oh,
you're seeing. All right, I'm talking about stuff. You've seen he gets a burr, he's got the burr on the wall, like dust. Oh, you got it's subtle thing.
Really?
Yes. Yes, I swear to God, I'm not making this up.
Wait, when he's like checking out the princess?
Yes, but he's like shot. What I'm talking about?
Oh,
he keeps telling the mirror. The mirror's kind of like nasty, like whatever face on,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Dude,
I need to see it. Damn, we're talking.
I know, I'm losing our
No,
killing them off all the time.
No, we're enjoying it. But no, I totally think that. I gotta remember that. Man, it's some of the biggest fuck. Right now, we're gonna run on this because obviously we keep that. The biggest fuck is look at the original Little Mermaid.
Oh,
dude, seriously, it's like Throng Dong USA on there.
Yeah.
It's like
what's the name there? Mike's Rock,
and then the priest with the boner.
The priest
or whatever. Yeah, when he's marrying him, he has like a boner.
Oh, really?
And I'm telling you, I see this all the time.
Well, that I do know. But
the biggest. Okay, everybody, listen. Peppa Pig. Check out Peppa Pig. Okay. Now, this is how I think. I hope an artist on Peppa Pig actually.
See, to me, her face just looks like a turbo.
No.
Turbocharger.
No.
It looks like a turbo.
No, what happened was, I can see it. I've been in the art lab late at night, and everybody's tired, right? So what happens is, I could see an artist going up to a drawing board and being like, "Hey, man, I'm sick and tired of this shit," and then he just like draws a dick and balls, right? Yes, a big old hairy dick and balls. Right?
Well, I know, but I'm saying it still looks like a turbo. To me, it's like a turbo.
That's kind of like somebody saying, "No, this is really bad." I'm telling you now, it's somebody that went up to a chalkboard, drew a dick on there, and then as soon as their boss was coming back, he just put a couple eyes on there, put a smile and a couple of dots, and said, "Oh look, that's a pig, Peppa Pig." That's Peppa. If you look at Peppa, you carry so much. The
little hair signs.
Dude, that carries so much. Yeah, my computer is going. That dude carries so hard. So. Yeah, we're going on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually draw Captain Marvel and try to make her look attractive to me.
Oh. Yeah. A little misogyny.
I went there.
God damn. Treacherous waters. I gotta look at this Untamed Heart
Yeah.
I wonder, like, what is this? Young waitress who seems to have bad taste in men is on her way home. On her way home one night when thugs attempt to rape her. Adam, the mysterious busboy who works at the same diner, helps fight off the assailants. She begins a relationship with him. But not all the fellow Minnesotans are happy for them. Meanwhile, the couple face their own difficulties when Caroline finds about Adam's past, including his unique health condition. Very interesting recommendation on the
Yeah, back to Shrek. Yeah,
Shrek.
Well, that is an interesting party.
This, yeah, and Tobey Maguire's, you know.
I think honestly,
you know,
we have a fun-filled research day of checking out movies now. That's what's going to happen. Now I'm going to have to do something here. I'm going to have to make it so she's a little more
busty.
Well, yeah, like yeah. It's sad that
thick.
Thick. A little more thick.
I'll take the thickness.
Down with the
I have
thickness.
a sickness for the thickness. That's fine.
I have a sickness for the thickness.
What's the other one? What's the greater the mass, the greater the attraction? As Einstein was it? I'm sorry, Newton.
That's now EJ.
No, it's not. It's not me.
Oh,
that's
no, I know, but that's actually like used perfectly in this reference.
Oh yeah. But time. I hope I'm trying to get the timing right. But no, I'm just literally. I'm repeating memes. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, but that was perfectly applied.
Well,
good job.
It's my special skill.
Good job. Good job to you.
I guess it's like the only fucking useless skills that don't pay the bills. Silly references.
Silly references. Tricks for kids.
This is this is true.
All right, this is a big challenge because I'm trying to make her look hard yet at the same time like we're going for sassy.
Yeah, attractive. Yeah, it's a fine line. So I think we built out Spider-Man hard enough. Is there anything else that we're thinking?
I don't know, man.
I feel like I kind of like the Lizard. The Lizard, I've always, even in the cartoons back in the day, for some reason I thought he was an interesting character. I know he's just essentially a werewolf but a lizard, but like I find that interesting.
A werewolf but a lizard?
I mean, that's what he is, right? He turns into a lizard. He's just a werewolf.
Well,
but he's not. He's a lizard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say.
As far as like his powers work, he turns into a damn lizard, just like someone would turn into a werewolf. Like
turns into a fucking dude. He turns into a lizard. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I'm not ripping on. I'm just legitimately. That's what I think that like the 5-year-old me like, really liked werewolves, and that was kind of a similar take. I liked like dinosaurs and shit, so it was like. It wasn't a far connection to be like, it's like a dinosaur werewolf. And, like...
I'm not dogging you. I'm just saying I never thought of it like that.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying you are. I'm explaining, 5-year-old me's, galaxy brain thinking. Like...
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, and I think I'm, like, unlocking, some unsolved mystery. Like, oh, it's like a werewolf, but he's an iguana. Yeah, so... But anyways, yeah, the lizard kind of cool. I'm probably the only one excited for him, and I'll take that.
No,
Sandman
I think it'll be pretty cool.
There's like 3 other people in the world that are also like, yeah, the lizard. I'll take it. The Sandman, cool, fine. I'm fine with it.
I want him to have like a traumatic experience looking at Toby. He'd be like, oh no, like if he wears like the black suit, because in the 3rd movie you just got totally trampled. Yeah. I think that would be pretty funny.
You think the Vulture, like, what's this? Keaton's going to be in this one?
Yeah, I think he is.
Shit. You think Gyllenhaal's going to be in it too?
Good question. Don't know, Tater. I don't know why I'm calling him Tater. No, I really don't know. I think...
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just posing the question.
I mean, in one of the trailers, Spider-Man says, "Oh, the multiverse is real."
Yeah.
So maybe another Mysterio will come in that's not a dickhead. I don't know.
he actually has illusion powers and not like drones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's just theory crafting here, which doesn't have to be very serious.
All right, I'm even going to try to keep her little scowl.
A scowl?
Yeah, her
mean mug?
Her like, I don't need no man.
You should just use. I'm gonna probably f up her name, Yvonne Strahovski, as reference.
Who?
Look up. She's from Dexter. Yvonne Strahovski. Look up. Just look up Captain Marvel and then that name. And there's gonna be a fan art of her, and that's what I was rooting for since the beginning, since before they announced Captain Marvel. Yeah.
All right, let me see.
It's like Yvonne Strahovski, and at that point, Google will probably just autofill it.
Yeah. What's her first name?
Yvonne. Hold on, I got you.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly.
But I feel like that might be cheating. Like I mean, show me though.
Maybe I at this point it's more just like what I wanted as Captain Marvel to begin with.
Yeah.
Because this fan art came out like 100 years ago, even before they announced who was playing, and I was like, yeah, that's who that looks right to me. Right here, forward.
Okay.
I'm with it.
All right. Yeah,
she's got the shaved head thing.
I can see that.
Seems right.
You know, I realized if this comes out and actually is like popular later, and actually people start watching this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Captain Marvel, amazing and such a powerful character." Blah blah.
I don't have an innate problem. Here's another one. Is like Ms. Marvel.
Okay, Miss Marvel. Yeah. Okay.
I don't have a problem with the character, and I actually liked the character before the movie. Like, and I actually again liked her more when she was Ms. Marvel and not Captain Marvel. Comic wise, anyway.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did.
It's
Sales
just
went to shit. That's why they were doing like a brand new run every year. It went back to #1.
Right. And so I mean, I haven't read comics now. I have not been current since probably the last Secret Wars, which I think was 2015. I might be wrong. That was the last thing I really read that I was into, and then I just like dropped.
Yeah. Trying to make her kind of strong yet.
Strong and independent.
She don't need no man yet. She doesn't mind a man.
But also, like, kind of delicate somehow.
Yeah.
I wonder.
See, because that's the stuff. Like when people talk about like drawing alluring sexy women, I think I talked about this the other night. It's like people think like, oh, you have to show like all the breasts you can. Sorry, YouTube. You have to draw like all the breasts you can and all the ass you can or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, actually, that'll be interesting if I get censored for saying breast and not ass, because I hear ass a lot.
If we would have censored, it would have been probably about Toby's dick. Like, I don't think breast is the straw that broke the camel's back in this podcast.
Oh shit.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I was going with somewhere with it.
This video gets taken out by Toby himself.
Yeah. Actually, you probably promote it.
Be like, you guys can't be saying that.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's right. I gave it away.
Purposely leaked his own photo.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate, like, Chad douche move, is like leaking your own DP and then being like, oh, how did this get on the internet? Like, yeah. What?
Actually, yeah, Chris Evans, he
self-spreading it.
No, I'm not going to say that, but it did happen, and then I think there was an article I would need to find it. So
it's just like, oh well, like.
Well, I think he basically, I can't.
Not embarrassed by it. He's like, yeah.
Well, I think it was like during the election time, so he was like, now go out and vote. So I think he's like, well, now I got your attention, go out and vote. I think it was something along those lines. I'm sorry if it's not exactly what he said, but I remember it online. If it's true or not, I just saw that headline and I'm like, that's pretty damn funny. So, sorry, I don't mean to be liable or whatever it is in case somebody comes out.
Well, yeah, we're paraphrasing, and we're also not reliable journalists.
No, we are not.
Take these things with a grain of salt.
Heavy grain of salt, like, like massive sea salt. Yeah.
We're simply two, chums talking about comic-esque related stuff. Like, it kind of teeters all over the place, but we try to.
Well, it's goddamn. Like, I don't know. Maybe I do have ADD or ADHD.
I mean, it doesn't. As long as it's entertaining.
Yeah. Well, I mean, goddamn. It's like everything ties in together. It really does. Everything just comes together.
This is true.
I'm trying to find. She has like such a square face.
Yes.
My dad loves her. Like he thinks, he thinks that she's like the biggest. Like, well, not as much as Scarlett Johansson. He loves Scarlett Johansson. He doesn't like. I mean, he thinks Captain Marvel's pretty, but Scarlett Johansson. I told him that I'm like, well, if I ever get tickets again, and we actually can go to the Avengers, what is it? Like where they're at the table and stuff. If we ever go there, then I'll see if we can.
Comic-Con, you mean?
Well, yeah, Comic-Con, but I mean like the panel or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Like, we'll see if we can get a picture of like you and Scarlett Johansson. He's like, yes, like he was so damn happy about it.
Yeah, well, Scarlett is a beaut for sure.
All right, I'm just gonna get this over with.
I think Florence Pugh is a beaut too. Like the her sister in the new one. The other Black Widow,
she's cool.
Her sister.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah,
she's funny as hell. She's like, oh, you're such a poser. I mean, that's funny.
Yeah, I like her. I think she's an attractive lady. I think she has a great sense of humor, and she pulls off the role well. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Hawkeye is catching some shit already. Did you watch? Yeah.
I haven't.
No, you didn't watch that yet.
No.
It's. I guess people are saying that it's like, oh no, she getting rid of Hawkeye, so people are saying that the ratings are falling.
Yeah.
Which I don't really know, and god damn it, I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought that it was actually solid, and they didn't make it so she was like bitching him out. Like how sometimes they'll be like, oh well, the woman is overpowered. I'm drawing the main like Mary Sue right now. Like she overpowered Nick Fury. She like talked down to him and everything. But yet, they didn't do that with Hawkeye. I saw that they actually they showed him some kind of like they didn't have her outshine him. Like he was like the experienced person. Like, you need to like listen to me now. And then she was actually being defiant, and that something would happen, and then he'd still have to go kind of like save her. And then he would actually do something. I'm not going to give it away because I'm sure that you might watch it. But there's a scene where he had to do something, and she went and did the exact opposite and messed everything up even worse. So it's like, he even said like, why didn't you listen? And so she had to apologize. So it's like, it didn't lean on like the whole Mary Sue thing. Like, she's perfect at everything. They actually explained everything,
Right. So
I appreciate that. And not just, I don't want to sound like I'm anti like women, it's not that at all. It's like any character that comes into a legacy character that's like bitches out that legacy character. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what is that? So like what is it?
Like, I see what you're saying. I don't.
That's kind of like what I saw with. Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier was just horrible show. I did not like that at all. It's the main superhero. Okay, Captain America. I get it. He was surrounded by super soldiers, but Jesus, like, did he have to get bailed out every single time by Bucky? Every single time he went up against a super soldier, or every single time he went up against multiple people, Bucky came in and saved his ass. Period. Or he ran away. He flew out of there and he's like, oh no, I'll be back. Basically, like a super boss or something, like a final boss. And then even in the final conflict, right, the final battle, or whatever you want to call it, he fights Saint Pierre. And even then, he's getting his ass whooped by a normal human. He's getting his ass beat, basically, from what I remember. I only watched it once.
I feel like it was fairly equal. I don't know if that was...
I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I mean, even still, he shouldn't struggle with like not an average, but like a human nonetheless.
Yeah, but I mean, like they couldn't give him a single W. You know, it's like a standalone thing. You know, even when he saved the helicopter, it's like yeah, he knocked a couple people out, and then he asked somebody else to pilot it rather than like finding a way to do it himself. You know, he's like, oh, can you pilot it? Oh, okay. And then he goes off like, you got to do better, Senator. I mean, that I just like turned it off. I'm like, I fast forwarded. I'm like, this is stupid.
What movie is this?
It's Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh.
You gotta do better, Senator. You gotta do better.
I see.
So what can we actually do? You gotta do better, Senator.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That show was just, I don't know, it was whatever.
The best part was Zemo.
Just kind of ignore it. Yeah, actually, you're not wrong.
Zemo dancing. It was worth the memes. Do it for the lulz, the memes.
That is true, actually. He probably was the best part of that whole show.
I think so. By the way, I stopped doing the pages only because I didn't know what next week panels we wanted.
No,
like he was. Well, I mean, yeah.
You're drawing Captain Marvel now, so it's fine. No worries.
Captain M. Yeah.
I'm sad.
Huh?
All right, so it sounds like we beat the Spider-Man to the ground.
No, we're not Dan Slott. We didn't do that yet. Yeah. No. God damn it! I hope they don't do that one more day bullshit. If they do one more day, I swear to God. But they did say that there's going to be another trilogy of Spider-Man that's going to be coming out. So
yeah, I don't think that's the direction.
Maximum Carnage.
Realistically, they like to do everything is a crossover or building up to a crossover, so I don't think they would do something that's like. There's no way any company's gonna not take the the opportunity to make crazy toys and like make big money. The plots are gonna go the way of you're gonna stuff Carnage and Venom and this and that, and you're gonna be able to sell a toy set with all of them for Spider-Man like 5, whatever. Yeah. Like they're not gonna make it all of a sudden like a standalone thing or like a very low, very few minor characters. Like it just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, or they could be like, oh well, Captain Marvel and the Marvels. Yeah.
The Eternals.
Oh God.
The Maternals.
The Maternals. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, I heard them called the Maternals before.
Lol.
Yeah, the Maternals.
Maybe.
Where'd that come from?
I just made it up on the spot. I never heard of that before.
No, I have heard it. The Maternals.
Well, then I said it unknowing that it was out there already. I just thought it was kind of funny.
The Maternals. Yay. It's hard to find, like, every picture, like, every poster that showed her, it's like they were hiding her entire suit. Much like her butt. Just hiding it.
Yeah. I don't know. Should have done better, Marvel, on that one. But
should have done better. Should have done better, Marvel.
What the hell? What were you thinking?
Yeah.
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I've not watched it. And I'm not going to.
You're not going to watch it?
I'm not.
No.
It's one of those things for me. There are some things that just need to be left alone. And I just felt that did not need a live action attempt.
Yep. I agree. But then again, most of the Disney stuff, like now, doesn't need it as well. Like the whole new live action bullshit.
Yeah.
So, I mean it goes back to that. So yeah, I don't think that they need that at all. I
would argue and I don't know if you're technically in the same. Like, bracket. I would argue that the millennial age, like me included, I'm not a boomer, by the way. I'm talking about my own people here. Group as a whole is so has such a hard on for anything nostalgic that nothing new can be made because they want everything the same, but they want it different. So you just get like these like kind of half-baked rehash things that nobody really wants, but that's all that they'll allow you to do. Like, so like nothing really creative happens, or if it does, nobody cares.
Well, Hollywood just runs out of ideas sometimes.
Well, yeah, there's just not a lot of creative talent, which kind of blows. But
well, actually, I think there is creative talent. It's just the fact that they have to appeal to a certain demographic, and not just like I think like they have to deal with censorship, not just at home, and like you can't say that, you can't say that. It's now also like China. China is a big deal. And movies lose a lot of money because if they don't hit in China, that's shit. And then movies that we hate over here in the States, if they do well in China, guess what? They're probably going to get a sequel. That's why a lot of people, like, I never heard anybody say, wow, those Transformers movies were amazing. No, I never heard anybody say it. But yet they have, what, like 7? So,
I think the first one is not bad.
Yeah, but I mean, it was cool to see that. It was cool to see some of the old time stuff, but it's like they were a big giant spectacle, but there was nowhere near like what people were meant. Like a completely different, like the Ninja Turtles, right? Like the new Ninja Turtles movies.
Yeah.
Oh God, like the one where they're like tanks and it's like they're supposed to be quiet ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. No, just I didn't like it. I've never met anybody that actually did like it. Even the actors didn't like it. They were trash talking the production and everything. I remember watching videos like, oh yeah, they left us out in the cold and this and that. They hated doing the movie. They hated it. But yet they ended up getting another one. Because I think it hit overseas. And that's really what it was. So there are talented writers out there. If they're assigned to certain projects, I don't know. But I think a lot of people...
not that they don't exist. It's just you only seldomly get something that's kind of original.
I agree. I very, very agree.
Also, I don't know. I mean, people don't even really... an original thing comes out and nobody goes to see it, so it kind of kills the drive to even want to make something original because you just feel like nobody's gonna care to go see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Guardians of the Galaxy, nobody knew what those guys were, and then bam.
Yeah, but yes, but it also was behind like the Disney Marvel machine, so it wasn't gonna not make money. It's just nobody knew how good or bad it was gonna do.
I can go with that. I can go with that. I'm getting kind of frustrated because I can't zoom in.
Oh.
Oh, she's like, I can't zoom in.
Really ruining it.
Yeah, I know. Tech issues,
Shit happens. Okay, so Bebop. Not gonna see it. Gonna see it.
Yeah, out of morbid curiosity, I might.
Okay.
Like I know it sucks ass. I know that it's so bad that I was seeing articles saying like it was supposed to suck, or like saying like.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like they're backtracking big time.
Trying to run damage control.
Damage control big time, like some bullshit. I don't know. So yeah, I'll go check it out and see how badly they botched it.
You let me know. I don't know. It's again for me. It's just like one of those things. Like if I wanted to watch it, I would just watch the anime anyway.
That's basically the general consensus. Kind of like the Dragon Ball Z movie. I know you're not into Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I did watch the movie back in the day.
Horrible. I mean, It's like Fast and the Furious decided to get Goku in the middle of it. It's like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. That's right. So.
I don't disagree with that assessment. The Fast and the Furious movies is another thing that just needs to end at this point. But they make a lot of money too, so it won't ever end. It just keeps going, and it just gets more and more ridiculous. And I don't know, maybe I'm just being a boomer there, but I liked it better when it was actually about cars. So like the first 3.
But now it's about family. Well, it's always about family.
Yeah, but they never cringily, said it in such a cringy way. It was like not as in your face. Now it's like every 5 seconds they have to mention like Yeah.
Bam.
It's like, oh god, nauseating.
And Dom. With the Dom.
Yeah.
But then again, The Rock came in, fucking blew it up.
Well, yeah, I mean, you wanted a piece of the Fast and Furious pie. I mean, Jason Statham. It's just turning into, what's that? The A-Team? It's just turning into that, but like with Fast and the Furious. Now it's just like a giant stunt movie with like a squirt of car stuff for flavor.
Yeah. Her hair is so photoshopped out. In this picture, it's like so photoshopped. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's like touch up and stuff, but damn. Like, hair doesn't go that way.
Instagram model status. Just super, super edited.
Yeah, I'll just leave this at... I'm having tech issues. I'll just leave this as a nice sketch. And then I'll go in and finish it. Because right now, it's like I'm just drawing on like a mini page.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice. Good times.
Good time.
Oh, now we're back to Excellent Connection. We had a problem there before.
Did we?
No, yeah, we did. And then we got thrown off with the Untamed Heart.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like an untamed time. Yeah.
It was an attempt.
It was an attempt. It was just a bad joke. That was a dad joke.
It was flat.
It was flat. It was flatter than Miss Marvel.
Flatter
Captain Marvel.
Wow. It's so funny. I was gonna say Earth just to be one of those D bags, and then you said
Captain. Well, I'm drawing it right now.
I mean, you're on the right.
On the right track.
Yeah, I was just gonna be a troll, but you're on target there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
But
not much to say about that, I guess.
But yeah, back on the Spider-Man. All right, back on the Spider-Man train. The game itself.
Oh, okay, yeah,
yes,
sure.
The game itself looks absolutely splendiferous, and I know I made that up, and I don't give a fuck. It looks cool. Like, I don't want it to be like so buddy though, because it showed like a lot of Miles Morales and Spider-Man
it might be
together,
like a co-op game or something.
Yeah. I think, I mean, they tickled me pink when it was obviously Kraven the Hunter talking, the voiceover, and then it showed "Yes, we will," and Venom shows up. I was like, oh, my childhood was just like screaming. I loved it. So
I feel like there hasn't been like a Spider-Man game with Venom in it for like a while. So it's like 360, Xbox 360 era.
I agree. It was the last time was, I think, Ultimate Spider-Man.
Right. Yeah. Which was decent, if I recall right.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I think you ran around eating babies.
Did he?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. You ran around like you're testing out the powers and you're like eating kids.
Is it the one that was like very like comic looking,
yeah.
like animated? Yeah. I do recall this. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with another. I'm giving her like way big chesticles, but
whoa.
Yeah. Went overboard there, guys. Sorry. So sorry.
Oh well.
I think because I was like, we need to make her more like delicate or like softer looking yet strong.
Yeah. So
and like I said, it's like people
add
think
the cannons.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Okay, I think I started talking about this. You think that being strong means like always clenched fist, always scowling and angry and this and that. No, it's not. It's just a look of determination, and which is not shown as, anger all the time, and confidence and some mystery. That's sexy, and it could be strong and alluring, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Some of the best comic artists that ever lived. say that. I think I talked about this the other day. Nobody could hear you, but I was talking about Michael Turner. The guy flat out said, like, you know, is that basically what I said? I paraphrased it. You know, it's like you don't have to have a woman naked, you know, just to seem sexy. She can be mysterious and strong and alluring. That's it. And then that's what made his stuff so popular. And the cover that you love so much.
Mm.
You didn't see her. Yeah, you saw her butt, but I mean, it wasn't like, you know, like you saw everything, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the same time, it's like, wow, that's
tasteful side boob.
Yeah, tasteful side boob. You know, like nip slip, like you know, it's not the Super Bowl or whatever. You know what I mean? So.
Jesus, that's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
The youngsters are not gonna know.
Yeah.
I barely remember. I mean, I remember seeing it live on TV and being like,
"What's that?"
Well, I wasn't that young, but I remember being like, "It's a tit," and like, it was live, so like my parents were like, "Wait, what?" And I was just like,
yeah, it happened.
Speaking of Spider-Man, it was like the Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other, but I was just pointing at the TV like that was a boob.
That was a boobie. Yep.
It's like, was that planned? I guess not. It was a wardrobe malfunction.
My ass.
I don't know, whatever.
No. I mean, that's one hell of a malfunction, man.
I'll take it. I'll take the win at that time.
What was? Yeah. Well, I think
I feel like
Chris
Janet
Rock.
Jackson was like not a bad-looking woman at the time.
No, but Chris Rock said it best. He's like, "Oh, 20-year-old titty, that's community titty. 40-year-old titty, that's your husband's titty." It's like, he's like, that thing, even her titty was scared. It just popped out. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, that was funny.
Yikes. Yeah, I'm trying to like look it up. It's actually funny. If you type in Janet Jackson, one of the things that pops up immediately is like wardrobe photo, which is like fucking hysterical because even to this day. Yeah. She had like a little tassel thing on though.
Yep. That's why people were like, that's not a slip. Are you kidding me?
I mean, you could see it.
Yeah.
Like you look around, you can see the areola.
Now we're getting technical, folks.
Yeah, that's right.
But then again,
this is a biology lesson as well as a pod. So you know, yeah. Geez, can you imagine?
Yep.
Yeah, she wasn't bad looking at that time.
No, but but it's all family. Well, recently some artist was up on stage and she flipped off the camera, not thinking, because it's a generational thing. Like, yeah, that's cool, instead of like, you know, giving a thumbs up or like a, you know, like a hang loose sign or whatever. It was like a middle finger.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have thought anything of it nowadays either.
No, nobody did, but it was like parents are like, what?
Yeah, I guess like maybe a parent would be like up in arms about it. I'd probably just be like if my kid, like, that definitely is one of those things that his time has moved on. Is not as strong of a it's not that doesn't carry as much weight as it used to.
Yeah,
like flipping the bird.
Yeah.
If I don't know, maybe, how do you feel? If you caught Zach doing it, what would you do? Would you be like...
I laughed.
Okay, fair enough. I think I'd probably be like, you don't do that.
Yeah.
And that's about as far, but that's the type of animosity.
But that was one of the things where it's like, you say you're not supposed to do that, but yet you so
laugh
hard to,
and you're like...
I laughed. I said, Zach, don't do that. You know, that's not good to do that.
But it's not so severe that you're like, don't ever do that. Like, you can't shut off. Like,
well,
you know what I mean? If it was that big of a deal, you probably wouldn't be laughing through it. You know
I said the same thing. Like, he's like, the thing is, he admitted it to me. He's like, one time I was playing a game, and then I ended up winning, and then I flipped off the TV. And I said, you flipped off the TV? And I started laughing. He was like really upset because he's like, oh my god, I'm in trouble. And it's like, no, you're not in trouble. And then I was laughing. I'm like, dude, I'm like, everybody did. I remember being your age and like flipping off, and I'm gonna do the same thing Papa did to me. I said, Zachy, what'd you do? Like, what'd you mean by flip off? And he did it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you definitely did it. Oh, but no, I laughed. I said, no, don't do that. You know, but I couldn't help it. It was funny as hell.
I mean, it is funny, but I would. yes, it's something you shouldn't be promoting, but at the same time, it's not like he's walking around saying, you know, the C word, which is carries much more weight than flipping somebody off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was completely unexpected, and you know him. He's like a very sweet kid.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's like he said he flipped somebody off. I'm like, oh my god! It just came out of nowhere.
Griswold style.
Yeah, exactly. Griswold style. I'm like, what the hell? What did you just say? And then sometimes he'll look at me and go, damn it. I'm like, I look at him like, you gonna finish that word? You gonna finish it? You gonna do it? Ay. Good times.
At least he's self-aware.
Yeah. He's testing the water.
Yeah, that's what kids do.
Yeah, he's testing the water. Be like, okay, if I can say this, maybe I can get away with that. If I can do this, I can get away with that. I'm like, watch it. Like sometimes I'll just say, you're treading. And he's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know,
a little warning shot.
Yeah, a little warning shot. Like, do you want to like get in trouble now? Do you not want to? You know, you want it? You want to get punished?
Yeah, knock it off.
Yeah, knock the shit. But then I go upstairs and laugh because it's like, Jesus.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's hilarious hearing him like hearing him say "damn it," like in his little voice, like hearing him say "damn it" and the hell with it. And I mean, just like he's not here. I mean, I slip, but I know he's hearing it from his friends because we were playing. Like he was playing online, and I was right there. I was right there in the room, and then I heard some kid say, yeah, it's, you know, I shut my penis in the car door. I'm like, the fuck?
Wait, what?
It's like, what, is that a thing?
Are you just like standing in the door?
Yeah, you're just like, what, you're taking the door?
Waiting?
Like, I was like, where did this kid hear it? And then he mentioned like a strip club. I'm like, where are you hearing all this shit? Like, I guess it's from the bus or something. I'm like, what?
GTA.
They looked at me like, why doesn't he play like Mortal Kombat? He's fucking 10.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, even arguably, the original Mortal Kombat, by today's standards, is like not as rough as most of the stuff you can see. Like, it's not something I want him to play.
Well, I mean,
but
like, if the fatalities aren't really included, it's not really that bad.
No.
That's, like, the part that gets rough. But, honestly, like, if they're assuming there was none, which eliminates half the interest of people in the game, but, like, assuming there was none of that, it wouldn't be as crazy, like, you know, there wouldn't be as big of an issue with it. It would just be a little bit, it would be like Tekken, but with, like, blood.
Yeah. Yep. So I don't know how much of a good parent I'm looking at right now. I know I'm not parent of the year because I just, you know, said that my son admitted to flipping somebody off on TV and I laughed, but it's just so damn funny. I told him not. To my credit, I told him not to do it.
But, yeah, I mean, I think it's hardly.
It's not like he broke you know, God's rule or whatever, you know. But it was just really like funny.
Kids do some crazy shit, so I would say that's pretty minimal on the tier list of, you know.
Yeah. I said, Zach, you're going to be doing some dumb shit when you're older. Just, you know, if it gets too dumb, don't do it.
Yes. This is true.
Yeah. Back to Spider-Man. I want to play that.
Our Patreon, your page was successfully launched.
Our Patreon is up.
Nice.
Hey, everybody, we have a Patreon. So you're going to support our project that we talked about way before, back when we first started this thing. Mm-hmm. So make sure to check that out and support. You got the live streams and stuff like that. You can actually talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and not just by typing and stuff. You can actually be like, wow, I paid $9 to tell you guys you suck every single month for the price of 2 cups of coffee. And trust me, I do love my coffee, so I can understand.
Yeah.
But
you can give us movie recommendations and tell us Shrek's good.
Exactly.
Whatever you please. Good. Whatever you like.
Untamed Heart. It sounds also like a love novel. Like
she includes September 11th in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
a nice tasteful comment.
Yeah, definitely. Way to throw up the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're shadow banned now.
Yeah, we're gonna be shadow bans.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we already shot for the.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, whatever. One way or another.
At this point, you might as well just drop an N-bomb for good measure.
Oh my god. Like, you will see technical difficulties. Like,
just like, please stand by.
Please stand by. Oh, Christ. Oh, now she's gonna look like a pig.
No. Miss Piggy.
Oh,
Kermit the Frog. Kermit wants some Captain Marvel.
My friend. Ay.
That's a good time. Oh hell! What else was on the docket?
I'm just trying to get her nose so it doesn't look like she's like a pig. Because I'm literally drawing like.
Yeah, like very fine.
Yeah, very fine right now. I can't zoom in at all.
Damn.
But then again, I'm getting too detailed because I'm just going to go in and sketch it up later.
Oh, very true.
Very true. Very, very nice.
What is it there? The Book of Fett, right?
Oh yeah, the Book of Fett, dude. That I think I wish. I don't know. I know there's a new trailer out. I did not see it yet. I really hope that Boba Fett gets the right treatment because I love Boba Fett. The dude is awesome, and when I saw him show up in the new Mando series, sold big time. Although I did not flip out as much as I saw when I saw Luke. Man, I saw that
was pretty cool.
When I saw that, Zachy was sitting with me right on the chair. You know, it was like the classic thing. Like he was sitting right next to me, and we saw the X-wing coming, and I'm like, oh my god! And then he and I looked at each other because Star Wars. Kids.
Sure.
And then suddenly, we hear like the music, and then we see like a flash of like the hooded figure in the hallway. It was like Christmas coming up. I literally felt like I was like 8 years old with him, or all over again, or 9 years old all over again. And I was just like, totally. I don't know. We ended up like jumping up and down. I'm not gonna lie, and he was so excited. He's like, it was like. It was magic. To me, it was much more than seeing like Luke Skywalker come back. It was like seeing a return of like a hero. Yeah, like somebody that I grew up with watching and wanted to idolize, and somebody that meant a lot to me throughout my childhood coming back, and not just like sucking cow tit, like really kicking some ass, man. So
sucking cow tit.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell was that all about? Last Jedi. I'm looking at you, Last Jedi. Pain in the ass.
Christ. The Last Jedi.
Ruin Johnson. You can eat my Johnson. Asshole.
Shit. We have not seen Eternals, right?
Nope.
Okay, great. What do you think about Daredevil maybe being in Spider-Man?
So happy.
I don't know. You think he's gonna actually be in it, or do you think it's gonna be like him as a lawyer?
I think he'll probably be in it. Because no matter what universe you're in, unless it's like, the perfect universe, some assholes are going to always slip by. And there's always going to be a pissed off lawyer that wishes they had Daredevil's powers, and they're going to go out and whoop some ass. So, yes, I believe that Daredevil will be in. If he shows up, Matt Murdock shows up, I can almost guarantee you, end credits or something along those lines, he will be there.
Do you know what happens at the Eternals end credit?
Yeah, fucking Adam shows up.
Black Adam? Or not Black Adam, fucking Adam Warlock?
Yep.
Oh, really?
No, wait. It's not Adam Warlock. Well, Adam's hinted in it, I think. It was Thanos' brother.
Oh.
Star Fox or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna look it up.
The guy that got arrested or brought to trial because he, I guess he tricked somebody into having sex with him, and he was brought up on charges.
Wait,
something.
What?
Yeah, something like that.
You're talking about in real life, right?
No.
You're talking about in the comic?
Yeah.
I fucking remember this. Oh, fucking Harvey Weinstein in Marvel Comics, like. I don't remember that at all.
I think so. I think he was brought up on. It was a huge deal.
What the hell?
He was seen as like a massive sleazeball. Because basically what happens is he can seduce anybody, and that person didn't want to be seduced.
Oh, are you talking the Purple Man?
Sure.
The guy, he's supposed to be in fucking Jessica Jones. You're not talking about that guy,
Oh,
are you?
no.
Oh, okay, all right. I was like, I don't know.
No, this guy's flat out Thanos' brother.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Real interesting. Enough for me to go see the movie.
I'll eventually watch it just for free.
Yeah, I'll watch
I'm
it
not
on
gonna
Disney
pay
Plus.
to go see.
I'll watch it on Disney Plus if it's still around.
It'll be around, I'm sure. Eternals is one of those movies that's like an airplane movie for me. Like when I'll throw it on, like when I'm traveling or something.
Yeah, when you run out of music and it's like, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't really like super entice me, but I would definitely watch it in the event of a travel trip or something. You know, be like, oh, let's see what they have. Oh, cool. Yeah, throw that on.
Let's throw that on.
Yeah,
nice nap stuff.
I don't like. That's actually weirdly enough. I've caught up on so many movies and TVs just traveling while on vacation.
Yeah,
that's like weirdly enough. I pick things back up at that time, or I have the luxury of having more time to do that. I guess however you want to do it, but
more time.
I just want more Arcane, man. That's the only thing that fucking sounds good to me right now.
I know. The Arcane was just
so fucking good.
It was grounded, yet thrown into like a whole world of just crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's like I got to love the characters. I got invested in Powder when I got invested in Powder, and then when she became Jinx, it was all that much more powerful.
Yep.
And the visuals in it were just outstanding. Like the I don't know how they did it.
I like it all. I actually so I actually like V, and as like someone who's coming from somewhat of has a boxing background, her like fight style is very like
believable.
Yeah, it's believable, but it's just also like I mean it's like in a lot of games like I will lock like a boxing character like a Tekken. I'll oftentimes pick Steve Fox.
Yeah,
the boxer guy. I also pick Yoshimitsu, but I also Steve Fox. I will pick those weird characters. It's just because it resonates. It's something that I have I understand that. So, but yeah, no, that was cool. Everything about that fucking show was pretty fucking good. I just want more.
Yeah.
More.
That final scene.
She's gonna have to blow up the thing.
Yeah, it's like what the hell?
Crazy. And then they stop it. Then they say nope.
They pull a Sopranos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I watch it be like some force field or something like that pops up when they try to figure out.
No, I don't think they can. I think they can't do that. I think it's you can have a bunch of people live, but someone's got to die. You got to kill off a few of them. It's not gonna be Victor. Victor's like a fucking main character.
Yeah.
Definitely will not be him. And Heimerdinger, he actually wasn't up there. He's down in the other underworld there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't even know what the hell they're gonna do. I know that they announced they're gonna make more, but I don't know if it's gonna be following this time or they're gonna go to different times.
It'd be stupid just to cut it off like that.
Oh yeah, I think as soon as they realize how many people are watching the damn thing, that they're like, yeah, okay, this is like. Easy confirmed second season.
It already is confirmed, I believe.
Yeah. I'm sure they already confirmed it before they even released it, honestly. But even if they had any doubts, this.
Yeah, you pump enough money into it, it will come back. That studio is not hurting for cash.
You have enough eyes on something, you'll get a remake, or not a remake, but continuation.
Oh yeah.
So that was good. You watched Dexter? It's a little out of the realm.
Yes.
Have you watched the new season?
Yeah.
I fucking like it. Actually,
I do too. I think it's great.
I've not watched the most recent episode, so don't tell me. But...
I didn't either.
Okay. All right. Cool.
The last one that I watched was
I saw the third one.
Which one was that again?
So, spoiler alert for anyone who's not watching Dexter. Your time to get off. The last one I saw, they're still searching for the body of a guy that Dexter kills, and he like frames him. Does that sound familiar?
He frames him.
Not frames him, but he has to make it look like it's not on your property. He burns the body.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then his son is like starting to kind of get in there with like his girlfriend's daughter. Yeah. Who's not really her biological daughter, but still.
Yeah, still, it's a little twist.
So they're like,
I can almost guarantee Dexter New Blood is literally New Blood. It's going to be his kid. His kid is smart enough, found him, right?
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
He can turn off a switch. He got insanely violent and like drop of a dime. Like went right at that dude's throat. It wasn't even like any hesitation. And it wasn't like around the neck. It was like right in between, like grabbing his windpipe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and he didn't say, nobody ever really fought. He said he never got a taste of real violence. I mean, that's terms. It's like, how many times did you hear somebody say, you never had real violence? Like, I never heard that.
I mean, yeah, it would make sense for the kid to have that kind of like. I mean, his fucking stepmother's also a serial killer, so it's like.
Yeah, and dark tendencies and blah blah.
Like,
blah.
I'm sure if he's pieced some of this together by this point.
Oh god, yeah. I think he already knows, and I wouldn't be surprised if out of curiosity, he killed his stepmother.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I guess we'll see if anything happens, but
he no, I seriously I believe that he is going to be the next serial killer. I think Dexter is going to give it up or die. I would hate that, but I think at some point, I don't know how many seasons they're doing this. I don't know if it's just a one shot.
I couldn't even tell you.
But I have a feeling that he would be. He's going to be the New Blood. I'm just guessing that. Her arms are anime style. Jesus God.
Anime style.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting.
But yeah, Dexter. His son. I mean, he scored off the charts in the tests.
Mm-hmm.
He is obviously he's a chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that kid, he saw those kids looking in his backpack, and it was just like, he didn't go, what are you guys doing? He's like, okay, I'm going to let them do it, and then I'm going to make a noise, and that's it.
Yeah, just fucks with them.
Yeah, he just fucks with them, exactly. And instead of just telling the guy, hey, cut it out, stop making fun of that kid by sending him nudes.
Yes.
He turns it around, and then turns it back on the bully.
Yes. That's right.
He didn't confront him or anything like that. He just helped out the kid that probably is going to be his own serial killer. I mean, like you saw that. Right? You saw the messages he sent him, like, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if that happens?" He showed himself as the Punisher and this and that.
Yeah, that is an interesting take. That kid becomes like a villain, I guess.
Oh, you know what? Oh man, I really hope I'm wrong. I think either Harrison knows that he's a serial killer, or he has a good idea.
Yes.
And he just wants to confirm it, and he learns the ways, like the code of Harry and stuff like that. Would be the code of Dexter, because Dexter kind of swapped it up a little bit at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it might be cool if that kid that he met, that's like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I was like, like the Punisher and they don't pay and stuff like that? How interesting would it be if he actually became like Dexter, found out the code and then was like, I'm just gonna kill people that deserve to die. And then he's like, that guy deserves to die, that kid. How cool would that be?
Yeah, I mean that could definitely be a play. I don't know. I feel like his son will definitely end up picking up some sort of like mantle. I feel like that's kind of the.
Oh, that's what's gonna happen. I can almost guarantee.
That just seems to be the sitch. I don't know how it'll end. I'm curious to see how it'll develop. I'm sure there's going to be like a bunch of people get involved because like the rich kid, his dad or whatever, yada yada. Like,
yeah, I hate that guy. He's such a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it. He wants to find his kid, but at the same time, it's like, well, maybe because we're rooting for a serial killer.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's a tough sell. I mean, like if it was his story, we'd be like, that's the killer right there. Arrest him. But we're like, no, we like the serial killer.
Oh, yeah, you're siding with the
psychopath.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I'm sure that guy would be any one of the caring parents be like, dude, he's out there, something's happening, go get him. But, yeah. So I guess he's not a pain in the ass, but it's like he's a major obstacle.
Yeah, he's a pain in the ass to the viewer.
Yeah, he is. But he is rude to, like, the police. But then again, I get it. He's sympathy. I can see that. You can see why he'd be pissed off. I got pissed off for a lot less. Not at police officers, but I just set some people straight.
I like how Deb is like the apparition. Yeah. Who like fucks with him now. I enjoy that dynamic.
Yeah. Or like the Fargo scene where she's like trying to find out how to kill him and she's like throwing him into like the tree
chipper.
Oh yeah, that was funny. He's like, little Fargo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole episode, I mean, they finally did it, obviously, but I was just like, fucking burn the body. And he finally did it, and I was like, oh, it's about time. Yeah. You're killing me, Dex.
Killing me, Dex. You're goddamn killing me.
Yeah. So, there's that. But, I think I'm about to wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think I had enough of. Yeah. I can go back. That could be more like a graphic. I'm not gonna. I'll go and clean it up a little later. When I can readjust my thing. What the fuck, monkey? Yeah.
Alright. Well, successful pod.
I think so. Alright, so we'll wrap it up. Okay, everybody, thanks for hanging in there and joining us. We will be posting up the Patreon right after this video.
Shortly, yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't drop his phone and break it.
That's the idea.
Yep. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
And